Hi, I'm Imogen. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be in my March TBR. I don't generally film TBRs because as soon as I say I want to read something, I don't want to. I don't know, I've been looking at these books for a while and I still want to read them, so I'm going to try. Context, I don't just read one book at a time, I read a lot of books at a time, I pick and choose from them. So quite a few of these I'm actually currently reading. So hopefully I'll keep reading them. I'm going to start with, I've got 2 library books on here. I've got a whole there's another 7 library books down there. But these are the 2 that I most want to get to. First is Don't Let Me Be Lonely, an American lyric by Claudia Rankin. This is a poetry collection. And I read her other I knew I'd finished another book, but I forgot to write down what it was in my diary, in my thing where I list the books that I've read. I've gone completely blank. Oh, what's her other book called? Does it say in here? I've read another one of her poetry books last month, and I've literally gone blank on what it is called. Citizen. Yeah, so I enjoyed that collection. I definitely got into it more as I went along, so I'd be interested in into another one of hers. Then we have Outline by Rachel Cusk. I can never remember. This you will have seen a lot of places. This is not the cover that's everywhere. This is the story of a writer who is flying to Athens and told in conversations, I believe. I've read the first one. I've read the first 30 pages, and this is only about 249 pages long, and I definitely enjoyed it, so I look forward to reading some more of that. Then we have some non-fiction. First we have Unquiet Women by Max Adams. From the dusk of the Roman Empire to the dawn of the Enlightenment also. How gorgeous is this cover? This was a Christmas present from my sister. I'd actually asked for this because I'd seen it in the bookshop. I thought it sounded fascinating, and I'm so glad I asked for it. I absolutely love it. I've only got, I think, 45 pages left of this. This is a collection of all sorts of different stories about women. Many of them are European because that is where Max Adams is English, so a lot of his background is in more knowledge about those areas, but there are also Asian women, African women and South American women and North American women in here. So yes, and there are some fascinating people in here. So I'm hoping to finish this month. I read about 20 pages yesterday. I might read some more tonight because I was going to go to ballet tonight. I feel really exhausted, so actually after I film this I'm going to go to bed and have a nap. So I just exhausted. I know why. I had a meeting today of like a mental health person at university, and I had to talk about like my history and my health and my physical and my mental health, so I'm just completely drained, so I'm just not over it today. So yeah, I might read some more of this evening. I really like his writing as well. It reads so lovely, and once I finish that I want to get to this one. This is Unruly Waters, How Mountain, Rivers and Monsoons Have Shaped South Asia's History by Sunil Amrith. I'm on page 5. And this is what it says on the title, and for some reason I picked this up a couple of weeks ago. My dad was here. It's a treat, thank you Dad, and it sounded fascinating. I do like anything that's to do with water. I'm studying marine biology, everything. Water I find fascinating, and like the effects that it has on our lives. And South Asia is not somewhere I know a lot about, so I thought this was like a really interesting way of learning some things about it, because water impacts everything in our lives. We depend on it, so I think this will be the non-fiction book I pick up after I've finished Unquiet Women. And then we have another one where I'm probably going to read one. This one I'm probably going to read one or the other. I have The Great Gatsby and To Kill a Mockingbird. I do like modern classics much more than I like classics. But I don't know if I will read both of these this month. I think I'll probably end up reading one or the other, and I don't know which one I'll pick up, and I've been fancying both, so I'll probably just one day be like, that's what I want to read, and we'll get to them. But yeah, I have both on my shelves. I've bought them, I found them secondhand, so yeah, they sound interesting. I don't know, I just want to read them. Then we have this is a very eclectic selection of books. We have The Wonderling by Mira Martok. This is actually a children's book, and again, a gorgeous cover. I've actually on page 60, and I sat down and I read 60 pages, and I don't do that very often. I bought this again a couple of weeks ago because I had a bit of extra money, and I treated myself to some books, which is what I treat myself to if I do have some extra money. I love reading and books, hence why I'm talking about them. And this follows the story of number 13, who is a groundling. Groundlings are a combination of human and animals, and he lives in the home for wayward and misbegotten children run by the evil Miss Carbuncle, and he's like at the bottom of the pecking order. He's very shy, he's very quiet, he doesn't even have a name, he's just number 13 because unlike a lot of the other orphans there, he came with names. He didn't even have a name, but one day he defends a little bird groundling, and I think they become friends. I've just got to that part, and honestly, I am so enchanted by this. He's this little one at the front. He's a little fox one, but he's only got one ear. I don't know. I really, really like it so far. It's actually quite a big book. It's 462 pages long, so it's quite a big book. But I was just reading it, and I somehow read 60 pages, which I just don't do. And then we have Putney by Sofka Zinoviev, which follows the relationship between Ralph and Daphne in the 1970s. And when they first meet, Daphne is 9 and Ralph is 20. And he's 22 to 25? I think he might be 22 at the time. He's like in his early 20s. And at the start it's very, like, he's infatuated with her, but it's nothing like untoward happens. But as she gets older and starts to become a teenager, things start to get more sexual in nature. And it's about their relationship, and it's told from the point of view of both Ralph and Daphne, but we've also got her friend Jane, and it's being told both from the present day and looking like their story now, looking back on their story from that time, but also the story of that time. So yes, I'm really, really enjoying it. I like it's very like you're drawn in when you're reading it. And then we have a reread, actually. This is Call Me By Your Name by Andre Asman, which was adapted to the film starring Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer. And I recently read Enigma Variations by Andre Asman and loved it. I wanted to reread this, and that's not how far I got to. I just wanted to read certain bits, and that was there. But I'm on page 10 of my actual reread. But yeah, this is quite good because this is quite a book I can actually take to university, because my bag weighs a ton. I don't need anything more heavy like lots of these books are. So that is what I want to read this month. A nice random selection as per normal. My reading tastes are not coherent in any form. So I won't be reading all of these. I've only read a few books this year. But I'll probably be, these are the books that I will be picking and choosing from, reading bits of, and then reading the bits. So yeah, this is kind of the selection from which I will be reading, because I read a lot of things at once. I'm not very good at the sitting down and reading one thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Is there any of these that if you've read, tell me what you think about them, or anything that you want to read now I've talked about them. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.